Hello everyone, it is Annette Green here. It is week 47 of 2025 and it's the end of the month, beginning of a new month, and that means today's video is a planner page. So if you've joined me before, I believe the last page that I made was this horrible one here with stitches in my face. So I have created more pages since then, of course. I usually share one at the end of every month. Here's a little hidden journaling in this one. You can always go to my weekly Memory Keeping with Annette Facebook group. It's a private group where I post all my pages every single week, not necessarily a video. And there's others in there that post as well. So there's lots and lots of inspiration and ideas and great things to look at there. Okay, so last week was 46. We went to see Nate Bargatze, who was hilarious. We saw him in Greenville with our friends. Great time. And so here I am on the back of page 46 or week 46 as we are moving into December, which will start here on the back side of this page, because today is technically December 1. I'm a little bit behind getting this page ready, okay, but doesn't matter. I'm keeping up. I have kept up pretty well. I've missed a couple of weeks, but I've always caught up and I'm right in time with the current goings on, which was last week, Thanksgiving week for us here in the United States. And you can see I have duplicates made on my sheet of paper here. This is matte photo paper. I've been making that switch little by little, and I think that I like it. So far, so good. So I don't have that shiny glare. It's kind of nice. So I just printed two because I had the paper space here, and in case I messed up anything, I have the second one already printed. So what this is going to be this time is a very easy page with all of this collage together already. So of course there's a number of things you can do. You can actually cut them all apart, put them back together if you want, but the whole plan here was I measured my page, I saw how much room I had, and then I built my collage in Photoshop Elements according to that measure. And so now I'm just going to trim off and leave that white border because we have the white separations between all the photos. So it looks like a collage print that you might print out on, say, the Canon Selfie or one of those other small portable printers where you can just select collage as an option. Here I kind of manually did it, and you'll see I have this white space up here, and I think I'm going to fit in my week 47 right there. Get our page back in here, and you see this is pretty much filling up the whole thing. So I am going to move it way over here, do some hole reinforcements, put my 47 here, and I don't really need journaling because it's a very small thing for you to see, but I have all these little typed words on black bars here. 2 days of snow, Thanksgiving 2025 in Ohio. I mean, I don't need to label that we made a snowman. Jamie and Colin, Arc'teryx hats for all. And then Paul and I went on down to Mills Park Hotel and stayed one night at Yellow Springs. And then we met one of Jamie's good friends, Lee, right there. So I don't feel like I need to do any additional journaling and go into a lot of details about all the little things that we did, because we really did do just little things. We hung out, we played games every single night, just relaxed in the Airbnb we were in, which was lovely. It was really, really very nice, low key, low stress. Okay, so that's my 47 die right there. That is from my classic alphabet, which I have used every week this past year, right here. And so I'm going to pick out a color that I want my reinforcements to be, and probably the same color as my 47. And then I did grab a couple of dies thinking, well, if I wanted to try to add something to the page, I could. And the first thing I thought was my borders and trims. This is still available in the US, but maybe not in the EU. And then this one is my fancy Flourishes. I don't think I'm going to have room for that, but I thought about it. This is not available in the US and is available in the EU. So you just have to check the website. And the last thing that I had here was Everyday Words 2, which is available in both on both websites, that is. And I'm looking for the word thankful, which would be perfect, of course, just to kind of see, do we need it? Will it fit anywhere? We could put it right through the middle, which I love to do. I love to interrupt, have things going off edges a little bit. I think I might actually do that. Okay, so how to decide what color you want to make all these accents. Well, overall, we have sort of the same kind of tone going here. A lot of blue in the sky, a lot of snow and white. But the one thing my eye goes to is this hat right here on Jamie's head. That's her Arc'teryx hat that we bought for her. And it's sort of a burgundy red with orange accents. Well, that kind of goes with what's going on here in the paper, I thought. So I grabbed some cardstock, very similar. These are just scraps that I had. And I have Thankful 47 in my whole reinforcement. So I'm going to start just cutting things out with those cardstock colors and see how it looks. For my whole reinforcements, I have decided on cute little leaves. The cute little leaves are from the reinforcement pack number 2. Check the website. I don't think that's available anymore. It's rather old, but if you have it, it's wonderful. There's a total of 3 sets, I believe, of those reinforcements of all different styles and sizes and stuff. So I've gotten 5 of those on. I just put on the 6th. I'm just checking. Looks like I need a little more glue under this one. Just using some art glitter glue here in my precision glue press. Okay, and then you may see up here, I cut out Thankful, looking for something white so you can actually see that. Thankful. I cut it twice, you know, the red and the orange, and that makes it really stand out. I did the same with 47, not 74. And you might see the word week over here, little teeny tiny letters. The letters for that come from a much older set as well, 2175, the Pockets 2. I've used this quite a lot for small titles and dates and things like that. It's one big panel with the whole alphabet on there. So I just cut that one out in just the burgundy color. So the thought is this, like we talked about, we'll put Thankful right through here. So we can move over a little bit so it goes off the edge. And it's okay to go off the photo like that because it's not interrupting anything. It's not going across anybody's face. You know, looks good. So 47, and I'll show you where I'm going to put the word week, I believe. So I'm going to push this way over, and I purposely picked that because I laid this on here and I thought, well, there's just too much white going on there. So the plan is that I will turn this sideways, and that's going to be really long. This may not work. We 47. Yeah, we don't want to go off with this. That's kind of weird. So I'm going to come up with a new plan. Okay, I'm always glad when this happens, believe it or not. And I don't want to edit these kind of things out because this is what happens to you guys too, right? You get going, you think you have a plan, and then something doesn't work out. So what I'm going to do here, because I don't like all that white, is I grabbed this beautiful kind of flourishy stamp from my Music and Ornate Frame set. It goes right here, if you can see that. And just kind of stamp a little soft background color there. All right, so I grabbed Sand Dune, which is a really, really pale sand color. This is from VersaFine Clair. And I'm not just going to stamp it there. I'm going to test it over here and just stamp it in that same spot. Beautiful. And then we can take our 47 and lay it on there. And I think that's going to work out well. The only thing that I see, a little bit of white space here still. I think I'll turn the stamp when I stamp onto here. But I think that's going to help me. I think that's going to make me happy. Okay, watch me do it. Cheer me on. Hopefully we'll get it in one go. I'm looking. Do I like it? Do I want to turn it? I think I'm going to turn it again. It didn't look full enough the way that I thought that I wanted to turn it. So right here. You could do this in a stamp platform if you were really super nervous, but that looks good. Okay, and just because I feel like it looks funny if you don't ink the edges, especially after stamping off the edge, I'm actually going to use that same colored ink and ink around softly. Okay, it was getting a little warm, so I just took off that outer shirt there. This looks pretty good, don't you think? I think so. So I just laid everything on there to see if I liked it. Looks good. And I really don't think that I need to add anything else to the page. I mean, I could stamp a couple of these flourishes under here, but I just don't think it needs it. I hope you agree. So we're going to get this on here and get our embellishments on. And this was a super quick, easy page. Okay, got that down. And we'll get the 47 next. I hope that wherever you are, if you celebrated Thanksgiving, I hope you had a lovely holiday. And I'm curious, do you do the traditional Thanksgiving feast with the big turkey and all the fixins? This year we went a little non-traditional. I didn't take a single picture of any of the food either. Typically I would. Yeah, I made like turkey, cranberry, and stuffing meatballs. It's very different for us. And they were really good. And I served them with a kind of a cranberry sauce dip, let's say. I mean, it's just sauce. You could pour them over the top, or you can dip them. It was very good. And we had green beans and little pearl onions, and we had roasted vegetables, and something else, can't remember. Oh, of course, pumpkin pie with whipped topping. Okay, believe it or not, I'm done already. Super quick, super easy. The paper is busy enough. We don't need to add a whole bunch of other stuff on here. Got all my little words already built into the photo. So just with a little bit of extra embellishment, super easy. All right, so let's get it back in the planner. And when we return next time, which will be the end of December, believe it or not, that'll be probably week 52 or close. And I'll be back to make a final page then. So I hope that you enjoyed this very quick and easy page. I hope to see you next week in the next crafty video, and I thank you so much for watching. Take care.